two artists, two exhibitions, two very different types of work. First, we're meeting Justin Schaefer, who has an installation over at Midway Contemporary Art, and then we're going to step over to Stevens Square Center for the Arts, where Margot Dedrick is showing off her paintings on this edition of 3 Minute Egg.
And I don't think of it as installation-based art so much. I think about it as, using the space that's available for me to my advantage. I don't think it's about the individual works. I mean, although you mentioned that the works were on the gallery list, they were also all untitled, and they weren't untitled, they didn't have a title. The way in which they all sort of dominoed together, I don't really think it's about the individual works working together, but the work working on its own, allowing the artworks themselves to become the actual medium. Matthew Barney is somebody that I saw when I was maybe 17, 18 years old at the Walker Art Center. And that was definitely the first time that I felt that somebody was working with a very small idea and stretching it. I just thought there was a lot of interesting contradictions within his work. I just try not to be so genre specific and segregate it to one way of looking at a much larger art context.
In school, I didn't really paint very much, so it's kind of a new thing for me. I did a lot of drawing and photography and some sculpture, so I'm kind of learning how to paint right now and trying to rework some themes that I was interested in college. I did a lot of work with maps and the interaction between humans and nature, and now I'm kind of going the opposite direction with cellular microscopic images. One painting that was inspired by plant cells, and then it kind of evolved from there, and I just kept going and trying to push that idea, and got interested in how the light from when you look through a microscope illuminates the cells, and I wanted to use paint to try to recreate that in my work. I did the common cold and the strep virus, some plant cells. There's a number of themes. One of them is kind of trying to find the intersection between things that are grotesque and harmful and things that are beautiful. For example, this piece is inspired by anthrax bacteria that I looked through. So I'm kind of I know this is a horrible thing, and making it beautiful and trying to kind of work out the differences between that.